right, I think. Yeah. Okay. What is up, everybody? King Solomon here. Um, I hope everyone's having a good day today. I my day has been kind of all over the place a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I recently have acquired myself a gaming laptop. Um, which I don't really necessarily plan to do a lot of gaming on it. More so video editing and stuff like that. Which is that's kind of why it's I need it to be a gaming laptop. I get more um I get more RAM out of it, so I can which it goes for rendering and stuff like that, and you know it has like 32 gigs of RAM, which is definitely something that I need. So um and that's been kind of giving me some problems lately, which has been annoying, but such is life. Such is life. But yes. So, I guarantee you that today's topic of discussion will make my friend laugh at me a lot because this same the topic we're talking about today is something that my friend brought up in one of my most, I think it was my last stream, actually. It was on Sunday. Um and he kind of didn't really understand what the point was of doing a first or a best of 3 in an online fighting game, um and stuff like that. uh which I get, if you're not part of that type of circle, you might not fully understand every part of it. But I also, in my in my thoughts, I was also like, I kind of want to actually look into why is that the case. Like, why is it that that's expected online? You know what I mean? Because, like, in a way, it is an unwritten rule in a specific case, I suppose, but also in certain circumstances it isn't. So I that's why I was like, I wanted to talk about it today and try to figure out, why that is. Um so I first also the first thing I did was I also started thinking of, are there other activities that that it is expected to do best of 3. Um, I did Google this. I'll Google it again. Hold on a second, just so I can, you know, uh. Okay, why did that not work? Hello. Okay, now it's literally not. Hello. Bookmarks. I literally clicked on hide bookmarks bar and it's still there. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Hold on a second, chat. This is being really weird. Okay. Let's go over here then. Oh, Opera GX, stop making noises. Okay. Hold on, I forgot to switch this. Hold on. Okay. What activities do or what activities require best of 3? So, yeah, this is not just in video games. It's a lot of different other things. Tennis is one of the biggest ones. A lot of tennis matches and stuff like that, more professional tennis matches do also do actually they do best of 5. They also do use best of 3 sometimes though. MLB playoffs, they do best of 3 series. Major League Soccer, first round of the playoffs uses a best of 3 format. Bowling as well, best of 3 game format can be used. And obviously, fighting games, And especially the one thing I thought of right away without even googling it was rock paper scissors. There's almost never a time where you play rock paper scissors with somebody and it's just the one. It's always best of 3 every single time. But like, why is that the case? Well, for rock paper scissors, a lot of luck is involved. Obviously. So like you just get lucky, and like, obviously you can continue to get lucky, but eventually the game has to end. And so the quickest way to, kind of, I guess, marry the two ideas of everyone gets a second chance and to also condense it down so that it doesn't take forever, you do best of 3. And it's the exact same thing, although a little bit different with fighting games. You see, with fighting games, obviously there requires a lot more skill in fighting games than there are with rock, paper, scissors. But there is still luck involved. And what I mean by luck is there could be a lot of different reasons why you won a match. It could be because you actually outplayed them, but it also could be the other player just, maybe their controller died, maybe, they just weren't expecting it, which I guess is outplaying, but even still, that also brings into question the second chance part of it, where, actually, let me back it up a little bit more. The real reason why in a lot of online fighting games, and just fighting games in general, it's expected to do best of 3 is because that is what happens at tournaments. There are a lot of people that sign up for tournaments. Let me look up how many people signed up for EVO this year. So look at this. This is EVO. This is the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. And it had over 13,000 entrants. 13,000. EVO Japan had 8,000. And yeah, 10,000. Like, there's just a lot. And last year there was 10,000. So there's a lot of people that need to compete. And because of that, you have to find a way to get through, to have everybody play their turn, and also keep the competition going. So, I mean, and that's where that comes from. That's kind of where it comes from with online as well. Is it's expected in tournaments that you do best of 3 because, it gets through the games faster. But also, again, there's that idea of a second chance. Like, even when I play online, like, there will be times where I will beat somebody, like in our first game, and then they leave. And I'm also like, why did they leave? You know what I mean? Because, they may have just, in that first game, they maybe had a really rough game, and they weren't on their A game, and they weren't picking up on different things I was doing, different setups I was doing. And a second game can provide that second chance of, okay, now I know what he's going to do. I will, look out for that this next game and try to adapt. Now, something that other people might say is, well, why don't they just adapt in that first game and in one of those rounds of the first game? May I remind you that rounds of a fighting game are very short, and also games are also very short. So there is there's a lot of stuff that can happen all at one time that maybe you're not automatically right away prepared for and get wrecked by. That's how fighting games are a lot. A lot of pro players, there will be times where they are destroying people, and there'll be other days where they somehow drop the ball and they mess up. You know what I mean? So in that specific situation, yeah, I mean, you know, it makes sense why, you know, you would want to play best of 3, because it gives both people a second chance to adapt and overcome their opponent. Because, I mean, there have been several times, even for me, where I would lose the first game, and then I would win the next 2 games and win the set. And it's because I was able to adapt to their play style, but then they were not able to adapt to mine. So I got a second chance, and then I beat them, and then they got a second chance, and that takes up both of our second chances. So that's kind of how I see it. So, and to compare that to, like, you know, games like football or basketball, I mean, a football game is like, what, like an hour? Maybe? Basketball game around the same, probably. Imagine if it was like, you know, each quarter was only like, I don't know, like 5 minutes, or like, you know, something like that, something ridiculous like that. For football specifically. Imagine if it was like that short. Or imagine you only played like first to 3 quarters instead. Or you did like first to 3 touchdowns. Or no, best of 3 touchdowns. What if that's how it was? I mean, that doesn't seem, you know, like that would make much sense. You know what I mean? So, and the reason why the football game is set up that way is, and you know, and fighting games, you know, are the reason why football games. What am I trying to say? Crap, I lost my train of thought. Oh man, well, let me just put it this way, okay? Football games allow for a much longer period of adapting, making adjustments to how you're going to play, making adjustments to, you know, what the game plan is, how you're going to get around the defense, how you're going to keep them from the end zone. There's a lot more room for adaptation and adjustments. In fighting games, that's not the case. You know, a round is like at most a minute and a half, and sometimes those end in literally seconds. Like, it's just as simple as that, you know? So, while yes, yeah, it does come from fighting game tournaments, it does make its way into Street Fighter, and fighting games online. So in a way, it is a written rule, but online, obviously, it doesn't work that way. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up was casual matches versus ranked matches. Casual matches, not expected at all. If you play casual matches, you should not be surprised if you are one and done. Simple as that. Because they're supposed to be for, you know, no pressure. You're just trying to play some matches. You're not trying to, like, you know, do anything too crazy. You're not trying to, like, get your rank up, nothing like that. There's nothing on the line for casual matches. Ranked matches, on the other hand, it's ranked. It's specifically designed to be more competitive. So, if you're going to be engaging in a much more competitive arena, you should expect to play by more competitive rules, which are written by tournaments, which then means you should probably try to follow it. Now, Street Fighter doesn't enforce you to play the full set, right? People can still quit after the first match or after the second match. They can still quit. But if you're going to be in a competitive scene like that and you want to improve and you want to grow, it is best to play that full set for growth and getting better as a player. Because if let's say let me set up a scenario here. Let's say I join ranked in Street Fighter and I come across an opponent that is just, they don't really know how to play against me that first game. And it's like, well, whatever. It wasn't a big deal for me. If I decide to one and done him, number one, it denies me practice that I could be, trying to fulfill on this character. I could try to maybe try new combo routes, new tech that I'm working on. If I decide to rematch him, and if I don't decide to rematch him, I don't get that practice on that character. Number two, I'm denying him the chance to adapt to me, which then I can practice adapting to someone who's adapting to my playstyle. Which, in fighting games, that's very important to learn how to do if you want to get good. You need to learn how to adapt and learn how to adapt to being adapted to. It's very integral to the game. So, now let's flip it the other way. Let's say I play somebody and they are insanely good and I lose against this guy. If I decide to one and done that and say, this guy's too good for me, I need to just not go against him again, I am now denying myself the practice of adapting. I'm getting no practice in trying to learn how a person plays, how they set up different scenarios that I have to deal with. I get none of that practice. Now, people will probably bring up, well, Street Fighter 6 also has the I never used this mode yet, but it's like the replay mode where you can go into a replay and then take it over and then try different tech in that match against that specific scenario. But that's not the same as learning it in an actual live match. As someone who also practiced MMA for a little bit, mixed martial arts, people always say live sparring is much better at learning how to practically use the stuff than just doing drills. I can practice a combo, talking actual MMA. I could practice a quick combo into a head kick just standing still. But if I never actually learn actually go into live sparring, I'm not gonna I will now lack the experience required for me to actually pull that off in a real match. And it takes getting in there and maybe getting into some difficult situations and thinking, okay, how can I use the tools that I have, but in real motion here? You know what I mean? And it's the same with fighting games. If I just constantly, whenever I'm faced with an opposition that is giving me trouble and I decide every time to just run and not do the best of three, I'm not going to improve that way. I'm not going to learn how to drop bad habits and foster and grow better habits if I just constantly leave opponents that know how to combat my playstyle. So it's not always just I wouldn't go so far as say it's an unspoken rule. More so, it's just the best way to learn and how to get better at fighting games. You need to be able to just put yourself in these situations where you might be facing opposition that knows how to work around your playstyle, and then you need to play them again so you can say, okay, I need to change up my strategy, and I need to practice how to change up my strategy so that I can beat players that can adapt to me. So I would say it's a combination of all those things that I said. Um, but yeah, I can definitely understand though if people may not understand that right away, like my friend. um, which is fine. Um, I don't know if he did know that tournaments that's how they are, or that's not how they are. You know, like I don't know what his knowledge is of fighting games. And I also know that part of the reason why he was saying all that was to rile me up. You know, he likes to do that. But it did actually get me thinking about this type of thing. Like, why is this the way that it is? You know what I mean? It does get me thinking that stuff. And I thought it might be something worth talking about on this live stream tonight. Is why is it the best of 3? And better question is, yeah, why isn't it best of 5 or best of 10? Again, it all comes down to it honestly all it comes down to that's what happens in tournaments. There is no best of 10, there is no first to 3, there is no first to 10. Maybe some tournaments do first to 3 or stuff. You know, I actually have heard of tournaments that do that, but yeah, most tournaments do best of 3. And so since that's the most popular way of structuring a tournament, that's why they implemented into fighting games with ranked specifically. It's not, you do not have to follow those rules at all in casual, but in ranked, that is why. And also, I forgot to mention this. Ranked also acts as a practice for playing out a full set. Because while ranked is not a tournament, if you start getting to the higher ranks of the game, you might want to actually compete. You might want to actually be like, you know what? I actually want to try to enter some locals. I want to try to enter some tournaments, you know, and see, you know, how my skill stacks up against, you know, people, you know, in an actual physical live tournament. And in those tournaments, you will have to play by first to 3. And doing ranked and actually going through the full sets is a perfect way of practicing playing through a full set. It's as simple as that. Now, granted, I mean, 99% of people who are going to play Street Fighter or, you know, Guilty Gear, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, they're not going to compete in a tournament. But it's simply just another thing that, you know, is good practice to follow those quote unquote unwritten rules. So, yeah. Am I blowing Joseph's my friend's chat messages out of proportion? Maybe. But I just thought this would be an interesting topic to discuss and talk about. So, yeah. Now I feel like actually playing a match of Street Fighter 6 now. Why do I actually want to play a match now? Am I weird? Would it be weird if I played a match while streaming? While streaming just the talking stream right now? Would that be weird, chat? I don't know, chat. I do find it very interesting, though. You know? Because, I mean, yeah. And I will say this as well. There are a lot of pro players that I've seen that do best 2 out of 3 swamp sim. I have seen a lot of pro players that are just playing online with other pro players, and they'll do like first to 5, or sometimes they'll do first to 10. So it's not uncommon to like do more sets. But it is a proven, especially in tournaments, it's just the best way that you can figure out who is the most skilled without it taking like several hours or several days. You know what I mean? So That's just how those things are. If we did like first to 10 in every single, tournaments would take like weeks to do, maybe months. So it's just not even worth that. That's why we have that system. But yeah, actually, I low-key kind of do want to play just a couple matches of Street Fighter 6. I just feel like it, You ever feel like doing stuff, chat? You ever feel like doing stuff? I feel like doing stuff sometimes. Only sometimes, though. Only sometimes, though. I don't have the right controller plugged in. All right. Okay. Switch it here. We'll just play a few games, that's all. Just because I'm talking about it now, I kind of want to play it. I've also been kind of wanting to get into Guilty Gear Strive. I played a little bit of that. Granted, it's been a while since I've played it, so I'll probably be really, I won't be the best, but let's training mode.
Training room.
Are y'all tired of playing the same?
Marisa.
I live for battle.
Make my own highlight. It's time to heat up for the fight of my life.
No, why did it? There we go. Let's get our feet wet with just, a couple matches. Just a couple. Yeah, Chun-Li will be tough for me. Heads. Oh, I should have. Yeah, that wouldn't matter anyways. That's fine. Imagine bro rage quits after this talk. No. I won't do that. Oh my word, I thought I anti-it there. Oh, I should not be pressing that button. Oh my word. Oh, okay.
Chun-Li.
First match on, chat. First match on. There we go. Woo. That was really close. I definitely should have lost that. See, I was able to adapt now, and now he has a chance to adapt. Cannot interrupt that, buddy.
Round 2. Fight.
Bah! There we go. It's all about adaptation. It's all about adaptation. Dang it, how is this the one I'm missing? Hey, don't worry, you'll be able to see the playback on YouTube, don't worry. Of course, yeah, this is the one that you missed, the one where you were like... I'm talking about what you brought up. So yeah, to sum it up, basically the reason why is because that's what's in tournaments. That's where it like comes from. And it's not only, you know, for just to determine who's the best, it's also for like, oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh. It's also for like learning how to adapt and stuff. Oh, okay, of course that's where he comes. Yeah, I got absolutely destroyed there.
Round 2. Fight.
No, because tournaments, that would take too long if they do it that way. Okay, I see what you're There we go. Okay, I got it. Yes, because tournaments have like several thousand. They have several thousand people. Oh my word. See, I'm just really bad against throws. That's the only thing, chat. I'm not expecting him to throw me 50 times. I forgot how quickly you do that. It's not like I'm not interested in finding out who the best actually is. No, they definitely are. But you can only, it's basically, I also described it as like, it's like providing both players like another chance. Nope. Oh, I thought I did it in time. That's too bad. I gotta stop doing that. That's fine, that's fine.
Round 2. Fight.
You're talking about like 70 chances, though. You're talking about like 70 chances, though, with your second chances. It's just allowing only one other chance. Oh, my word.
Terry wins.
This guy is a playstyle that I'm just really bad at. But yeah, so basically, like, the reason why tournaments are set up that way is because I mean, matches are decided in what could be seconds. And to say that, like, and there's also a lot of stuff that goes on in fighting game matches that you might not expect right away and that you're not prepared for right away, that you cannot say the same for like other activities like that. So basically the best of 3 allows for both players to get a second chance of adapting to their opponent. And also a lot of times outside of tournaments, a lot of professional players will do the they will do first to 10s. They will do best of 5s instead, like just on their own. But in tournament settings, the only way to get through, like, 'cause I think, this past Evo, there's over 13,000 participants. There were 13,000 of them. And Evo is only in like a very short window of time. So like you can't like have everyone do like best of 100 or like best of infinity like you want to have, Joseph, So in order to get through that many players, they got to do it of best of 3. So that allows for each player to get one extra chance if they lose a game. It's just like why aren't there like several billion rounds then in an actual fighting game like match? You know what I mean? Like there's only 3 total rounds in any given fighting game match. So it basically allows for players to kind of do a back and forth type of thing. And also again, ranked is you're in a very specific, very like tight thing that you're signing up for a much more competitive space, which means you should be trying to emulate what is expected in tournaments. And compared to other competitive sports, I mean, there's just a lot less time to adapt in fighting games than there are in like football, basketball. And fighting games aren't even the only activities that have, first best of 3s. Tennis does it. Tennis has best of 3s. MLB has it. I actually looked this up recently. Major League Basketball or baseball has it. What else has it? Tennis has it. Soccer playoffs have best of 3s. So it's not just fighting games. It's like literally everything has best of 3s. So, it's not, yeah, but why not best of 8? Why not best of 10? Why not best of 25? Why not best of 100 then, Like, it's still, But tennis is still, best of 3 or best of 5. And it's just because, otherwise it'll just go on forever and you'll never be able to, and also on top of that, I didn't even bring this up, but just the mental strain as well of these sports. And well, for actual physical sports, it's the physical strain. You can't just keep playing, these matches. Eventually you'll get tired, and so, yeah, I mean, and these same competitors, they come back every year and they compete. And, just to see if they can do better this time, And plus, like, other longer, like, actual sports, like football, basketball, they allow much more time for adaptation and much more time for, changing up how they play, changing up, like, their strategies. And fighting games, you don't get that. You get very short rounds that sometimes can be decided in a couple seconds if you like just happen to get unlucky and make the wrong reads. That's how these games are. They're very very explosive in what happens in a match. So that's why there is, like, the best of 3 basically finds a happy balance of, we want to allow players to be able to adapt and stuff like that. It allows for that and for adaptation and a second chance at trying to figure out what your opponent's trying to do, while also not making it last like a really long time because otherwise matches would just go on for eternity. And so yes, that's basically a shortened version of what I was talking about. But also just in general, even for your own growth, I mean, you gotta learn how to, like in casual play, I mean, those rules don't apply. If you want to just one and done somebody or play somebody 50 billion times, you can do that. But in Street Fighter 6, in ranked, it's literally, you cannot play another ranked game after you've played your first to 3. You literally can't, a ranked set. The only way to play that person again is if you invite them into a private lobby, and then a private room, and then you can keep fighting each other. But, like, the game just straight up won't allow you to play past 3 games. But people definitely can still, if they play you, they can one and done you as well in ranked. And the reason why it's frowned upon is because a lot of people, when they play ranked, it's because they're trying to get better. And if you are constantly one and dunning people, you're not really learning anything. Because if you just play one game against somebody who beat the crap out of you, you don't learn how to adapt. You don't learn how to, in a live environment, you don't learn how to work around those things that are confusing you and you don't know what's going on. And if you one and done somebody who is not as good as you, then, you're not allowing that person to potentially adapt to you, and then now you have to adapt to them adapting to you. And on top of that, it also allows for you, if they are that much worse than you, it allows for you to practice new tech, practice new stuff you always wanted to try out on opponents, on a live opponent, because you can try this stuff in training all you want. Like I can just practice this. I can just practice this all day, and it won't teach me how to actually apply it in a live setting, in a live match. Plus, on top of that, I want people to rematch me if I beat them. Like, I want that, because I want to It's more so for myself. I just want to see if, you know, again, maybe I got lucky. Maybe they got unlucky. It's happened to me several times. There have been several times where I beat somebody really badly the first game, and then they come back and they beat me the next 2 games. Then I lost the set. Imagine if I would have just won and done that person. I would not have been able to see how they actually play and how they read me and stuff like that and how they adapt. You know, it's as simple as that, you know? Like, so, like, it's not only just, like, determining who the better player is, it's also just you as a player trying to better yourself. And it's not like this is all I do on Street Fighter 6. I have one of my cousins I play with. We play, like, several matches back-to-back. We don't only do, like, first to 3, and then we're like, or best to 3, and they're like, all right, see ya. No, we play, like, double digits of sets of games, so, you know, and allows for us to adapt to each other, you know, a lot more. But the reason why it's set up in ranked is literally just for, like, the reason why it's set up in ranked the way that it is because that's how tournaments are set up, and the reason why people should follow that rule is because that's how you get better at the game. If all you do is one and done, you're not learning anything. You're just learning that you're basically just learning you're learning your bad habits more, and you're not picking up better habits by doing that. So, yeah. You gotta troll and ranked more? No. Because I actually kind of care about this game and getting better. But yeah, that's basically the summarization of what of why it is the way that it is. I'm about to get smacked by this guy.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, I tried to jump. There we go. I'm totally completely convinced now, totally.
Round 2.
Yeah.
Fight. Hadouken!
Oh, I thought I had more room. Oh no! No! Why did I press?
Final round. Fight. Hadouken!
Oh, I was literally expecting to grab there too. No! Why did I always mess up that input. I always mess up that input. Every time. Oh, I caught him. I caught him, baby. I caught him.
Round 2. Fight.
No, I didn't mean to do that. See, there's a lot of misinputs that happen. Oh wow, that went right over. It may be a skill issue, but it happens to pros all the time too. I mean, we're just human, and a lot of stuff in this game requires like. No! Oh dang! I mean, for me, yeah, it's definitely a skill issue, but like even pros drop stuff all the time because a lot of it requires like one frame of. Not a video, sir. Oh no! Crap. I knew he was gonna press there. I knew he was gonna press. I knew he was gonna press. That was the stupidest thing I think I've ever done, but it worked. See, there's no way you can expect every single possible scenario in this game. So like, oh wow, I missed that. Stupid. I gotta stop doing that. Oh, what did he try to do there? Did he try to DP? I don't know what that was. Did I land the combo? Oh my goodness! That's not gonna kill him, but at least I landed the combo. I've been working on that combo. Woo! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Dude, I cannot believe I actually landed that combo. I've been working on that combo for so long. That's so good. It's not always about luck. It's not always about luck. It's like, you know like those people that only pick up like only some of what you're saying? That's what's happening here. I said that's part of it, but another part of it is like you just thought the wrong thing was gonna happen, and then it didn't happen. You know, like you just predicted wrong. Oh, I thought he was gonna. Yep, goodbye. keep your emotions in check too well these days. It used to be a lot easier.
Hadouken! Showtime!
Oh, dang. Oh, yeah, see, he's reading me now. I do that too much.
Hadouken! Let's get it!
Yikes, okay.
That's right!
I almost got you with only a comment, though. No, you didn't.
Hadouken!
I should have comboed after that. Can't mash after that. You can't mash unless it's a special. Wait, will a special work? I recovered that fast? Yikes, I should have held the other one. Dang it, I tried to do like the one thing. Ooh. Yikes. I've actually got to go. I've been on the toilet for 2 hours straight. Oh my gosh, dude.
Hadouken! Let's get it! Hadouken! 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 I have you! Stand still! What? Go top!
Oh my word.
All or nothing!
I keep messing up my spacing.
Sit down and shut up!
I keep messing up my spacing. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah!
Final round. Fight.
Hadouken!
Oh my word. Why did he jump?
Hadouken! Go time! Let's get this! Come here! How's this? Hadouken!
There we go. Whew.
Win.
Oh! Native Diamond 4. Let's go. I didn't even realize that it was a promotion match. I didn't even realize that.
Here comes a new challenger.
I'll probably make this my last set though, and then I gotta get off. But yikes, I'm up against a DJ too.
Fight.
jump forward. Oh, I thought he was gonna press something. Gosh darn it.
Round 2. Fight.
That was stupid of me. I don't know why I did that.
DJ. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, I could have.
Where are you going? Sweet dreams! Stand
That was a. Why did that work? Hello? It was off of a. It was off of a 2. Okay. Yikes. Okay. Now this guy's playing like a loser. That's fine. What? There we go. Woo! Okay.
Marisa.
This guy was low-key scary.
Round 1. Fight.
I didn't mean to jump. Why did he mash after that one button? Am I negative on block on hit for that one? Mashing too much. What button? I don't remember what I was saying now. dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Hey, hey, hey! Uh-oh. Good night. Tell him how you like that.
You're done!
I should not have mashed. Gosh darn it.
DJ win.
I should not have mashed. I should have tried to like parry or something, but well, hello? Okay. I was like, why is it not? Okay. Well, I made it to Diamond 4 at least, so that's good. But yes. Yeah, chat. I guess to kind of like summarize everything. Yeah. The reason why it's best to follow that rule of like do best of 3 isn't always because it's how you determine who the best player is, although in a tournament setting that is how that is, because there's so many people that are in, you got to get through all of them. But also on top of that, it's also just for your own improvement. And if you're in ranked matchmaking, the point of it is to play competitively, and so therefore you want to emulate what tournaments do, which is best of 3. And on top of that, it's for your own growth, for you to practice how to adapt to people who are adapting to you. And there's just so much that happens in a match in such a short amount of time that things can just happen that you don't expect or that your opponent doesn't expect, and then they can expect it next game and adapt to that. So that's all I got to say about that. I will most likely soon be changing up my stream schedule. I'm thinking about maybe dropping the Wednesday streams, just because, these streams where I'm just talking about stuff, I could actually use that time to like actually make a whole video, and make like an actually well edited, well done video, and do my talking stuff that way. And then I'm thinking I'll either pick Fridays or Sundays where I stream. Basically I'll probably be dropping to only like one stream a week now. But that's more so to leave myself room to make the video content on YouTube that I want to make. So that's that. And I also have like a job and looking for work and all that other stuff. So there's a lot going on in my life right now. But yes. Thanks again for watching, everybody who's here. I hope y'all have a great evening. And yeah. I'll see you on Friday night. Peace out, everybody.